just proclaimed in the gospel one of the most beautiful of the post-resurrection stories about Jesus in Luke's gospel. I was trying to think of a life experience that I've had that would be able to illustrate more fully this beautiful gospel message. And I can't think of one. So let me revisit with you what took place. These two disciples and so many others had placed their hopes in Jesus. Many of them had followed him for 3 years in his public ministry, that they thought he would be the salvation for the people of Israel and perhaps beyond. And then they see this one who they placed all their hope in and on, arrested, scourged, crucified, hung on a cross, and buried in a tomb. 3 days later now, they're walking away from the mission. They're walking away from Jerusalem, discouraged, brokenhearted, depressed. They can't understand. Their hopes were pinned on him, and now their hopes are dashed. And he joins them. They don't recognize who it is, and he begins to open up the scriptures. All those things that are said in the scriptures about who he is and what was necessary for him. They go further. It's late. They sit at table. Jesus takes bread, breaks it, and shares it. And they recognize the risen Lord in the breaking of the bread. Their hearts are filled with joy and with excitement. Were not our hearts burning? They get up and they go back to Jerusalem to proclaim the good news of the risen Lord. It's such a beautiful Easter story, a beautiful Easter message. As we celebrate Eucharist now, will not our hearts be burning as the Lord continues to nourish us with his word and with his body and blood?